Alright, Schlockmeister fans, this is an 80s film, a horror film you may have heard of. It's called A Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's check it out. See if it's any good. Heard good things. The movie starts out with somebody making some tools. Amanda Wyss as Tina. And she's being pursued in a boiler room area by some guy with knives on his fingers. But it's just a dream.
You okay, Tina? Just a dream.
In his first acting role, a baby-faced Johnny Depp.
Just tell yourself that's all it is, right where you have it, you know? Once you do that, you wake right up. At least it works for me.
And that's his girlfriend, Nancy.
I dream about a guy in a dirty red and green sweater. What about the fingernails?
As Nancy sleeps, watch the wall behind her bed. Tina's dreaming again.
Please, God.
This is God.
And while Tina's getting attacked in her dreams, whatever happens in her dreams is happening in real life to her. And after crawling on the ceiling a bit, she's not going to survive this. John Saxon is Nancy's father. He's the local police.
Especially a lunatic delinquent like Lane.
Rod is not a lunatic, Dad.
You have a sane explanation for what...
The next day in school, she falls asleep. And she wakes to see her buddy Tina in a body bag.
Hey, Nancy. No running in the hallway.
She burns herself to wake herself up.
Who's this guy?
Lane is in jail for killing Tina, but he didn't do it, obviously.
He had knives for fingers.
And she gets pulled under. Nancy's asleep again. She told Glenn to watch her,
Is it real?
but Glenn fell asleep watching her. In jail, Lane is getting attacked. Nancy's mom brings her to some sleep disorder institute. She came back with Freddy's hat from her dream.
I grabbed it out of his head. It's real, Mama. Feel it. Give me that damn thing. It even has his name written in it. Fred Krueger, Mom.
Apparently Freddy Krueger killed 20 kids in the neighborhood years ago. Parents got together and killed him.
You drove us crazy when we didn't know who it was. But it was even worse after they caught him. Only because Mommy killed him. I even took his knife.
This is the end of Glenn. The beginning of the end, anyway. Glenn turns into a geyser of blood. She's got a plan to get at Freddy.
Fred Krueger did it. And only I can get him. It's my nightmare.
So she puts her plan into action. Go to sleep, catch Freddy. Sounds like a great plan. Well, the chase is on now. So she's awake now. And I guess Freddy's in the real world? So she lures him into her basement and starts him on fire. Freddy then runs upstairs and attacks her mother, and I'm not sure what the hell is happening here.
I know the secret now. This is just a dream. You're not alive.
So she tells Freddy that she wants her mother and father back, and then the next day, everything seems to be back to normal again. Or is it? Alright, let's talk about A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, what can you say about this movie? Everybody has seen this movie. It's a horror classic from the 80s, 1984, I think this thing came out. I remember watching this, taping it off of cable when it first premiered, probably in 1985, I guess. Had it on a TDK tape, I think. And I liked it. I've always liked the movie. Now, obviously they made several sequels. I think they made 6 official sequels, and I think there was a remake with the guy, Jackie Earle Haley in the lead role as Freddy. I haven't seen that one actually, but anyway, my main gripe with the Elm Street movies is that I find them hard to watch sometimes because it's hard for me to understand what's happening, whether it's real or a dream or what, and they kind of go back and forth. I do like the movie. I think that's an interesting premise, having a guy attack you in your dreams and whatever he does to you in your dreams happens to you in real life. If he slices your arm in a dream, you get your arm sliced in real life too. And of course he can kill you because that's what he is. I like the backstory of Freddy being this child killer. A little implausible, to be honest with you, but whatever, right? And carrying these knives around, he's a cool villain, that's for sure. In the first movie here, he doesn't have all the quips and one-liners that he does in the later ones. He has a couple of them. You can see the little beginnings, the hints of what Freddy is to become, but it doesn't quite. It's not quite. His character isn't completely developed yet. But anyway, like I said, in this movie also doesn't quite follow the rules. They have the rules that he attacks you in your dreams, and then whatever happens to you in the dream happens in real life. But then again, sometimes it's hard to know for sure because they can wake up by hearing an alarm go off. But what about the screaming and the pain? Why does that not wake them up? I don't know. And at one point, Freddy comes out of the dream world and he's in reality again. I don't know. They don't seem to quite follow the rules completely in this movie. You just kind of have to suspend disbelief. Of course, you have to suspend disbelief anyway, watching a movie like this. But anyway, I don't want to sound negative about it because I do like the movie. This is Wes Craven directed this thing, obviously. Shit, I forgot who plays Freddy Krueger. I'm losing my mind. It doesn't even say on the back of the box, assholes. Fuck. God damn it, how can I remember who played Freddy? Anyway, Robert Englund! Thank you. Heather Langenkamp plays Nancy Amanda Wyss, who did a few things. I think she was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, too, wasn't she? Plays Tina. And Johnny Depp, he looks like a baby in this movie. First acting role he ever did. And interesting, all the kids here, I think, were all in their early 20s when they made this movie, too. But anyway, I don't know what else I can tell you about it. Like I said, it had a bunch of sequels in it. John Saxon's in this one as well. Heather Langenkamp did did a nude scene in this movie. Her only nude scene. Actually, no, take it back. It's her second nude scene that she did. Surprising there wasn't actually more nudity in this movie. 80s horror movies had a lot of them. This one didn't have a lot, but it did have some, a little bit. But anyway, that's about it. Again, I like this movie. I like some of the effects. I think it's cool. I do think it's cool. I don't want to sound too much of a downer about it because they don't follow the rules all the time, but whatever, right? It's a Freddy movie, and if you like Freddy, you'll love this movie. This is where it all began. So anyway, that's it. I think a year after this came out, Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge came out, and that was like that was a big hit too. In fact, it may have been bigger than the first one. I don't know. And they just kept pumping these things out year after year after year until the seventh film, which was called A New Nightmare, which featured Craven and Heather Langenkamp coming back playing themselves, and then like the horror is real or something like that. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it. So anyway, I'll leave a link down below if you're looking for this, although I'm guessing you're not because everybody already has this in their collection just like I do. I do not have it on Blu-ray. It is available, I'm pretty sure. I have a DVD box set collection which came with some 3D glasses, and to date, I've never watched any of them except this one. I've seen them all previously when I had them on VHS, but DVD-wise, that box set is pretty much untouched. Looks pretty cool, though. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about it. It's A Nightmare on Elm Street horror classic. Watch it. Bye.